Good morning and welcome to Trail Grazers, where we focus on great food on the trail and we share with you our trail trips. And of course, as we have been announcing for the past few videos, we are gearing up for some winter trips. 2 days, 1 day, 3 days, just short little car trips. We may be doing some meal prep in our hotel room, and we've had now 3 videos on that already. And there are some of you who are saying, well, I would never cook in a hotel room. And others, many others, who say, well, if you can afford a hotel room, you can afford to go out to dinner. And others are very grateful for the information. And just to let you know, there are other reasons besides economics that people make the decision to do meal prep in hotel rooms. Food allergies are a big one, or simply individual circumstance. There was a time in my life where I needed to change jobs, and I moved about 200 miles away into a new city. I still had 2 children at home. They were in middle school by that time. And that change happened so fast, and I was so broke. I was a K-12 teacher at that time, and teachers' salaries are notoriously low. But we made the move, and we had to move into a hotel because there was literally nothing for rent. And so we picked a very inexpensive hotel. I could not afford food. I could not afford to take my kids and eat out at that point in time. So for 9 days, we lived in that hotel, and we had mostly peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or ramen that we heated the water for in the microwave. And so there are lots of reasons, I think good reasons, why people might decide to do that. And if you have the means to not have to be bothered with that, I think that is fantastic. But I'm certainly not going to judge anyone who does that, as long as they do it according to the suggestions that Sarah, the hotelier, who made a response to what we were doing, if we follow those guidelines and just be very respectful. So I'm going to show you some of the things that are on my mind, and mostly I'm going to show you what our kitchen bin looks like. Now, I don't know about you, but when I'm going into a new experience, which this will be for us, I do a mental model in my head. I think about what it should look like and what I would be doing to accomplish what I need to do, and then I plan accordingly. The closer I get to actual departure time, the more I realize, oh my gosh, maybe my mental model isn't so accurate after all. And of course, we won't know until after we have experienced it, and we are going to take you along on our trips. They're coming up in, several weeks here, and you'll be able to see how we manage doing some meal prep in our hotel room. We're certainly not going to prep every single meal. So I have put together a list. I'm notorious for making lists. I made a list, and here is our kitchen box, and I'm going to take it out item by item to show you with the caveat that says, please help me. Is there anything else? Some of you have done this already. Now, this is not for camping. It would be totally different if we were camping. This is for car trips where we're going to be eating along the road in our car and then do some meal prep in our hotel room. So I'm going to go through it item by item, and then will you please, in the comments below, make suggestions that maybe I need to add to this. I want it to be simple and not take a lot of extra things that I will not be needing. One of the things that I've come to realize was I made this statement in our last video on the response to Sarah, the hotelier, that I was still going to advocate for doing meal prep in the hotel room, but doing it safely and respectfully, but that I would never wash dishes in a hotel room. I may have to eat those words, because what I have realized is that with some of the food that we are taking, like freeze-dried foods, I may need, if the hotel room doesn't have a microwave, which I think one of our hotels will not, then we'll be using this little car oven, and we have shown this before on our videos. And I can't put paper plates or paper things in here. So I will have to have a container, and I have accounted for that in here. But once, like if we take minestrone freeze-dried soup and we reconstitute it and heat it up in here, whether it's in the car or in the hotel room, I don't know yet. I haven't planned menus exactly yet. But I'm going to have that little container that will have been dirtied by the soup, and so I'll need to have something. So I may be doing a little bit of dishwashing in a hotel room. I'm planning for that possibility. I'd rather have the equipment and not need it than the other way around. So let's just open this up and start. So paper towels for sure. Here is a little scrubby in case I need to scrub the countertop or do dishes. Here are the paper plates that we're going to use. Now, these are just, we intend to warm up food. We're not going to do any cooking. We're just going to be warming up food. So these would fit a microwave if there is one available. I have a little bag that has some quart-sized Ziploc baggies in it, and then some garbage bags. I would never expect the hotel maids to clean up after our meal prep. And so we're going to put anything with our meal prep in these garbage bags and haul out our own garbage. Carry it in, carry it out kind of a thing. Then I have a salt and pepper. I have some hot drink cups with lids. Now, I'm a nut for hot chocolate, especially in the wintertime. And so I will be taking little baggies of our hot chocolate mix that I can just add water to and heat up in the microwave if we have that available. But the other thing is, I do these little instant oatmeal cups. So actually this is 6-grain rolled cereal. And I think that's cherries that I put in there, maybe raspberries. But we have a video over on Rose Red on how to do this, and I will, actually I'll put it right up there so that you can check on it if you would like. But I don't want to take the glass. And so if I decide to take these for a possible breakfast for us, I will be putting the this mix right here into this cup with a lid. And then all we have to do is put it in the microwave for 1 minute, pull it out, put the lid on, and then let it sit for 5 minutes, and it is ready to eat. So that's what those cups are for. I have a small container of Dawn dishwashing soap. I have my Stearamine. I never go anywhere without my Stearamine. This is the kitchen disinfectant that I have talked about a lot, and it also is in our Amazon store. And by the way, since I have revamped our Amazon store, it is very easy for me to grab those links now. I couldn't ever do that before, but I can just grab those links now and put them in the description of the video. So for instance, in the description of this video, I'll probably put this little oven, I'll put the Stearamine, and maybe some of the other things too. And then that way you can just look, you don't have to go to our Amazon store, you can just look below the description of the video and you can see the links to any of the products that you just may want to check on. So I have one of our older dish towels that I'll be taking with us, a can opener, which I don't expect that we will need, but better to have than the other way around. And then I have some plastic silverware. Now we got a lot of this stuff at the dollar store. It was just fantastic. This little pack of silverware was just $1, and it's very sturdy. It's not the flimsy stuff, and it has serrated knives. So I'm going to stock up on some more of those because I think that's just so great. And then the other thing that I am bringing is in our kitchen is these bent-go lunch boxes. Right now they are empty, but this is where they come in because the top part would have stuff that doesn't need to be heated in, but the bottom part might have that minestrone soup. And so I can neatly fit, I'll put these bento boxes, links to the bento boxes as well. So they fit beautifully inside this little car oven, and when we're driving along, this plugs into the cigarette lighter or one of our small Blue Eddies, which we will be taking as well. We always travel with a Bluetti for a number of reasons, but this could be in our hotel room where we're drawing power from our Bluetti instead of from the hotel sockets. And so this is pretty much it for my kitchen bin. So one more quick thing, as I have take the soup out of this little oven and then we eat it, it's going to leave this dirty. So I have a couple of options. With the paper towels, I would wipe it out completely. I could steramine it and then just put it aside if I'm not going to use it again. But if I'm going to use it again, then I may need to wash it. If I need to wash it, then what I'm going to do is I'll take everything out. It's not a big deal. And just put a little bit of water in the bottom of this bin. And then with the soap and with the scrubber, I would just quickly wash the dishes. And then there would be no food because I would wipe the dishes out completely first. And all I would do is wash it, so that I would either put this down the tub, down the toilet if necessary, but there wouldn't be any food, so it would just be like soapy water going down the drain, and I think that that would be okay. So let me know what you think. Give me some good suggestions, and then we'll know a whole lot more after we have tried this out. So we will see you very soon on the trail with our winter car trips. So thank you so much for being with us.